If you're ambitious, you have dreams, goals, aspirations, your New Year's resolution list is fucking long, I want to tell you this: give up. Fucking give up. And I get it, I'm being very expressive right now, but you do have to realize that statistically, New Year's resolutions as a whole is becoming much more irrelevant because everyone fundamentally knows that it does not work. And then you go into the stats, only 9% of Americans actually are able to integrate that small little habit. Oh, no more chocolate for me. And then the other 23% actually fail the very first week. And it makes sense. It really does make sense because, at least for me, I've always had the New Year goal to lose weight, and it never works out. The only time I actually made progress was when I decided to do it at that very moment. Does that not make sense? If you have a goal that you actually want to accomplish, why are you setting up some random arbitrary dates? Oh, the first New Year. Instead, why not do it now in the present? And now here's the thing, I don't think I am the perfect guy to tell people how to accomplish goals because I am only so young. I do believe I will accomplish many things in my life. It is just not yet. And because I am barely qualified, we will be instead referencing people who have accomplished amazing things. And to start off very strong and generic, the book Atomic Habits is well known for one thing: improving yourself 1% every day, because if you do the math, it is not linear. Instead, it is exponential. It is compounding. If you're able to improve 1% every day, you will exponentially become a better person than who you were. If we do the whole New Year thing, yeah, you will be 36 times better. But beyond that, you have to realize about the decline. Nobody seems to talk about the negative. Everybody loves to talk about the positive. Oh my God, look how much you can be better. Look at the fucking decline.
Little difference.
There are so many stories of old people, 30, 40, 50, where they come to the realization that, oh my God, the life I am living, the life I have been leading is not something I like and I enjoy. It is titled the midlife crisis, and this happens so many times because the decline is so difficult to notice. And I really want to emphasize this. There's really only two choices. It's either you become a better person or you decline for the rest of your life, and you don't notice it because it's so little. It is so little that here's the thing.
Difference.
It is easy to fall deep into the vices, addictions, and I bring this up because I want to use our brain's biggest fallacy, loss aversion. We value negativity more than positivity because evolutionary wise, it is more important to solve negative problems than to sit and enjoy the bliss. And I bring this up because whilst this book is good, people get the wrong lesson of it. Oh, 1%. Oh, that means I just have to have really small goals. Actually, the book talks about having small goals. I disagree. I disagree because everything I talked about is actually a sham. It is to leverage this fucking book. It is titled The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. And here's the thing. I bring this up because The Creative Act is a book for creativity. It is to create and do other things, but equally, it will help you create your reality. That was a cringe thing to say, but I genuinely mean it because here's the thing. Anyone who starts off a goal, they are uninformed and they're optimistic about it. This is where you will literally have your most motivation and inspiration. So I think it is kind of contradictory, counteractive to start off very slow, because if you're the most motivated, do all the work as much as you possibly can, because it will become inevitable where you become informed, you become pessimistic, and all that motivation troughs down. This is where most people fail. This is where 23% of all New Year's resolution goers fail the first week. It's because it's more difficult than you thought it was. And that's okay. That is actually normal to realize that it is going to be more difficult, because if you're able to stick it out, thug it out, you will be able to see the finish line. But I want to emphasize this one thing again. You'd want to start off strong. You'd want to utilize all the effort and motivation you have, because if you start off slow, you will see almost no progress. And then once you become informed, you will lose all sorts of motivation. You have had no progress, and that's where you actually give up and fail. At least work hard so you can push yourself, you see the progress, and you try your hardest to ride out that wave of uninformed pessimism. And here's the other thing. I was doing a lot of research for this video, books, videos. I even went on TikTok and I see a lot of very hot TikTok girls where they give other people advice on their New Year's resolutions. They talk about habit stacking. Don't try to do all your goals at once. That's good. Actually talks about it in Atomic Habits. But here's the thing. What I've noticed, they seem to have very, very vague goals. Fitness, finances, what the fuck does that mean? Be specific. If you're going to have a goal, be specific. When I lost 20 pounds, I literally thought to myself, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. It's not, I'm gonna get skinny. Too vague. If you're too vague with your goals, you will be satisfied too early because we always compromise. Our brain compromises 24/7. Have specific goals because when we start off with creating our goals, we are uninformed, we are optimistic, so we aim high. And because we aim high, just because you don't meet those goals does not mean it's a bad thing, because if you shoot for the stars, you might end up on a fucking cloud, you might end up on the moon, and beyond that. If you're specific with your goals, you know exactly what must be done, you know the exact steps, the protocols, and that just helps you accomplish that goal faster, more efficiently, more effective. And by that way, once you accomplish something, you seek for more. You're continually trying to improve. And by the way, I am not telling you to just work hard, just fucking work hard, because recently I got a very, very silly comment. I'll read it right now. All self-help books are worthless. Everyone already knows instinctually what to do. Take responsibility, set goals, and work your butt off. The end. I've just summarized every self-help book in existence. What a stupid, fucking ignorant comment. If you've ever read any self-improvement book, it doesn't tell you to just work hard. Rather, it tells you to be intelligent with the battles you take. Let me elaborate. You could be the hardest worker in the room and you could still make no money. You could still be not successful. It is not just having responsibilities, having goals. It is instead, you have to solve and understand who you are first. You have to realize what do you genuinely want, and that requires books to tell you and understand your own psychology, because success is not a number, it is rather what you value. Success is subjective, it correlates to what you value. And here's the thing, you could be the hardest McDonald's worker, coal mine worker, and if your goal is to make money, you will amount to nothing. Books teach you the right decisions to pick and understand your psychology and yourself. And I emphasize this because what if the goal you have right now, what if everything you're learning from this video, you're going to utilize, you accomplish that goal, and then once you accomplish it, you come to realize that, fuck, what the fuck did I spend all my time and effort on if I come to find out that hooking up with everyone, becoming attractive, being verbally articulate is not the thing that I want? What happens then? And that's a problem that you would have to solve yourself, but you could easily just skip it and self-reflect, understand yourself. Watch my last video where I discuss about emotions and recommend a book that solves the problem I'm creating right now. Funny stuff. But like, subscribe, watch my main channel video where I make videos like this every single day, daily uploads, sometimes double daily uploads. Toodly-doo.